Leadership behavior is contagious, so when the leaders of a team or the leaders of a campaign, of the leaders of an organization take it at heart, then the whole chain reaction works.
It's still down to you and it's still down to the individual to try and make the absolute most of every opportunity.
I think this last year we've seen a lot of different initiatives. I think the Ocean Race made a big first move to have a female on board on all the legs. So having one of the main races in the world pushing that forward, I think it had an influence on smaller circuits. There are some races now, like in the Figaro circuit, who made it mandatory for the next transatlantic. You have to sail double-ended, but a male and a female, and it's the first time that happens. So it's also more opportunities for females in this world.
In 2012, talk of a new all-female team to take on the 2014-15 Volvo Ocean Race could be heard, creating ripples of excitement throughout the offshore world. Hundreds of female sailors applied from all over the world, and in 2014, Team SCA set sail with its 15-strong international female crew, skippered by the brilliant Sam Davis.
There are more and more women taking part and being competitive, and there are more and more opportunities. The race organisers, the class associations, World Sailing, everyone is working towards diversity, equality, but it's a slow process. That has really come through what was kind of started with Team SCA.
I applied just because I thought, wow, it's an incredible opportunity. It's been a really long time there has been no female team on the race. It was great that SCA did this project because we were like 15 females who had the chance to learn these boats, race around the world. When you spend so much time at sea, you really have the chance to get a solid experience. From this race with SCA, then it moved into making more mixed team in the next editions of the race.
As the first all-female crew to compete in the Volvo Ocean Race for over 10 years, Team SCA was a pivotal moment for women in offshore sailing, and from this fantastic achievement, a new initiative was born that continues to inspire progress and make much needed waves for women in the sport today. The Magenta Project.
They organize clinics on some of the boats that females don't really have access to. And also there is a good initiative with it, which is the mentorship. So for 9 months you will be paired like a pro female sailor with a young female who is looking for advice, for contacts, opportunities.
The sailors that started that project they were really focusing in trying to give more opportunity. It was really difficult for women to have not only like jobs in the sailing industry, but just like basic opportunities to prove that they can do it.
I first got involved with the Magenta Project because I applied for the mentorship, and it was like the match made in heaven. And I just really felt that having a network and a bit of guidance was really going to help me, and it did.
In 2021, with the help of renowned offshore sailor Sam Goodchild, Leighton's sailing team joined forces with the Magenta Project and started an initiative that would introduce up-and-coming female sailors to the offshore racing experience, in particular sailing multi-hulls. This incredible opportunity saw these women help out on delivery runs, enabling them to develop their offshore skills on board boats they would otherwise have struggled to get an opportunity to sail.
Things like the Volvo Ocean Race, with Team SCA, I've followed them around. I very much was following where these women in sailing were moving towards, which is how I found out about the Magenta Project. It can be a catch-22 sometimes if you haven't got that initial experience. How do you get into it? And when I saw that you could get involved with being a mentor and a mentee, I thought, well, this is an opportunity I've really got to get involved in here.
The Multi 50 is an insane boat that I never before would have had the opportunity to go aboard. Like, the pedestal isn't just for men, like women can do it too.
Now for sure there is more opportunities than in the past. I mean, when I started offshore sailing, there hadn't been a female team like in the Ocean Race for a long time. And I think now it's changing little by little, for sure. There is still work to be done.
We as women are playing catch up. We weren't allowed to take part in sport until not very long ago. In some sports, women were allowed, in inverted commas, to do before other sports. Offshore racing is one of the sports where women started taking part a lot later. So we are playing catch up, so you can't force it to be 50-50, and maybe it never will be because men and women are not the same, and it could be normal that more men want to race offshore than women, and so I don't think you should force that to be the case, but it's an evolution and it's a natural evolution and it can be helped.
It's been another brilliant day for wildlife spotting. In the last 20 minutes alone we've had dolphins, turtles, stingray, jellyfish. I am absolutely loving it.
There's a shift in change now, because as soon as we grow better in diverse hiring and recruitment, as soon as we stop choosing the easy way out hiring from our old boys network, all those teams who hired females on the boat, they see the upside of it, so we can see that we are making great steps.
Our journey to Even the Keel is a long one, but it's a battle worth fighting. Let's consider it in sailing terms, like fighting your way through the Southern Ocean. Sometimes the winds of change propel us forwards, and sometimes we sit in the doldrums making no progress whatsoever. We weather storms only to be hit by another one. But a smooth sea never made a skillful sailor. With all of our races, we plough on. We will cross the finishing line, and when we do, we'll have one hell of a story to share.